Supreme Commander Zaxfer of the Celestial Concordat stood at the helm of the Eternal Dawn, his flagship that had led countless conquests across 3 galaxies. The massive view screen before him displayed Earth, a seemingly insignificant blue planet that had somehow managed to detect and destroy one of their stealth probes. It should have been impossible. Preliminary analysis complete, Supreme Commander, announced First Observer, Kelthan, her crystalline form shimming with data streams. The humans possess only rudimentary faster-than-light technology. Their military capabilities are, she paused, double-checking her readings, primitive by our standards. Zaxfer's secondary hearts pulsed with anticipation. The Concordat had subjugated over 300 species, each edition strengthening their empire. These humans would be no different. Yet something about their ability to detect the probe troubled him. They are requesting communication. Supreme Commander, reported Communications Officer Meyer Telephone. Their transmission patterns are unusual. Connect them, Zaxfer ordered, straightening his ceremonial armor. The view screen flickered, revealing a human female in what appeared to be a military uniform. "This is Admiral Sarah Chen of the United Earth Defense Force," she announced, her voice steady and confident. "You are in restricted space. State your intentions." Zaxfer allowed himself a moment of amusement. These creatures didn't understand their place in the galaxy. "I am Supreme Commander Zaxfer of the Celestial Concordat. Your species has demonstrated potential by detecting our probe. We offer you the opportunity to join our empire as a protectorate race. Refuse, and we will take what we want by force." Admiral Chen's expression remained unchanged. "Supreme Commander, I suggest you review your historical records of species who have underestimated humanity. We have no interest in becoming anyone's protectorate. You have 1 hour to leave our space." The transmission cut off abruptly. Zaxfer's membrane ridges flared with anger. "Launch the first wave. Show these primitives the price of defiance." The Concordat's battle fleet emerged from hyperspace, 5,000 warships strong. Their energy weapons could crack planets. Their shields could withstand supernovas. Victory was assured. But as the fleet approached Earth's orbit, something strange happened. Their sensors detected no panic, no desperate launches of primitive weapons. Instead, there was an eerie calm. "Supreme Commander," First Observer Kelthan called out, her voice carrying an unfamiliar edge of concern. "We're detecting unusual energy signatures throughout the system. They're not matching any known weapons profile." Before Zaxfer could respond, space itself seemed to ripple. Hundreds of small objects materialized around his fleet. Satellites, probes, or weapons platforms. He couldn't tell. But they weren't attacking. They were just watching. "Sir," Meyertel's voice cracked with uncertainty. "We're being scanned. The humans are somehow mapping our entire fleet's neural network." Continued in Part 2, Silent Strike. The first sign that something was wrong came when the Eternal Dawn's quantum computers began experiencing microsecond delays. Insignificant by most standards, but unprecedented in Concordat technology. "Supreme Commander," Kelthan's crystalline form pulsed with agitation. "The humans are not attacking with conventional weapons. She paused, her data streams flickering erratically. "They're attacking our computer systems, not through normal cyber warfare protocols, but through quantum entanglement itself." Zaxfer's membrane ridges darkened with disbelief. "Impossible. Our quantum encryption is beyond their technological level." "Sir," Meyertel interrupted, "we're receiving a transmission from Admiral Chen." The human appeared on screen again, still wearing that same calm expression. "Supreme Commander, I see you've noticed our quantum interface probes. Fascinating technology, isn't it? The ability to entangle artificial systems with natural quantum states, creating a bridge between digital and quantum reality. We've been studying your probe's remains." Zaxfer felt his primary heart skip a beat. The humans hadn't just detected their probe, they'd reversed engineered its quantum systems in a matter of days. "You're bluffing," he snarled. launched the primary attack wave, reduced their major cities to ash. But as the Concordat fleet powered up their weapon systems, something unprecedented occurred. Ship after ship reported system failures, not through catastrophic breakdown, but through subtle, almost imperceptible changes in their quantum computational matrices. Supreme Commander, Kelthen's voice carried genuine fear now. The humans, they're not just attacking our systems. They're rewriting the quantum states of our computers at the fundamental level. Our weapons, our shields, they're being transformed into something else. Continued in Part 3. The Ghost Fleet. As the Concordat fleet struggled with their failing systems, new signatures appeared on their sensors. Human ships, emerging from what appeared to be artificial quantum singularities, holes in space-time that shouldn't have been possible with their level of technology. These weren't the primitive vessels they had expected. These ships were different, their hulls composed of a material that seemed to exist in multiple quantum states simultaneously. They moved without conventional engines, sliding through space as if reality itself was bending to their will. Analysis, Zaxver demanded, watching as the human fleet took up position around his compromised armada. Sir, Kelthen's voice was barely a whisper. These ships, they're using technology derived from our own quantum systems, but they've evolved it far beyond our understanding. They're not just ships. They're quantum computational matrices given physical form. Admiral Chen's image appeared on their screens again, but this time it was different. Her form seemed to shift and fluctuate, as if she existed in multiple realities simultaneously. You wondered how we detected your probe. Supreme Commander, she said, her voice echoing with quantum harmonics. The truth is, we've been watching you for years. Every probe you sent, every scan you made. We were learning, adapting, evolving. Your quantum technology was impressive, but you used it in such limited ways. You never saw its true potential. Continued in Part 4. Breaking Point. The Eternal Dawn systems continue to transform, its quantum computers merging with the humans' advanced algorithms. Zaxver watched in horror as his mighty flagship began to change at the molecular level, its very structure shifting into something new, something unprecedented. Sir, Myrtle reported, her voice trembling. The humans aren't destroying our ships. They're upgrading them. Our quantum matrices are being integrated into their network. They're showing us what our technology could have been if we'd thought beyond conquest. Through the view screen, Zaxver watched as his fleet was transformed. Ships that had once been weapons of destruction were becoming something else, vessels of exploration, of discovery, of understanding. The humans weren't just defeating them, they were teaching them. Your empire is built on subjugation. Admiral Chen's quantum-enhanced voice resonated through their systems. Ours is built on adaptation, on growth, on the fundamental understanding that the universe is too vast and wonderful for any one species to control. We don't want to destroy you, Supreme Commander. We want to show you a better way. Continued in Part 5. Never underestimate. The transformation was complete. The Concordat fleet hung in space, forever changed by humanity's quantum revolution. Zaxver stood in his altered command center, surrounded by technology that represented not the power of conquest, but the potential of cooperation. The choice is yours, Admiral Chen said, her quantum form stabilizing. Join us in exploration, in discovery, in pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Or leave, knowing that humanity will always be watching. Always be ready to defend not just ourselves, but any species that seeks to grow beyond conquest. Zaxver looked at his crew, saw the wonder in their eyes as they interfaced with their transformed systems. For the first time in his long life, he felt something new. Not the pride of conquest, but the humility of understanding. Perhaps, he said slowly, the celestial Concordat has something to learn from humanity after all. Admiral Chen smiled, her form flickering between quantum states. That, Supreme Commander, is the first step toward true evolution. Welcome to a larger universe. The human quantum ships began to disperse, sliding back into their artificial singularities. But they left behind something more valuable than victory. They left behind possibility, potential, and the understanding that in the vast expanse of space, there would always be something new to discover, something more to learn. And somewhere in the quantum networks that now connected their civilizations, a new story was beginning. One of cooperation, of growth, and of the infinite potential that comes when species choose to evolve together rather than conquer alone. The end.